Okay, people, I picked up this old Akai recorder, reel-to-reel tape recorder on Craigslist the other day, and I took her apart and oiled her up and greased her up and checked all the electronics and the amplifiers and blew out the dust, and actually it was in pretty good shape. Very little to do. These things use a synchronous AC motor, which is pretty cool, so the speed is adjusted by the 60 hertz AC current, or 50 hertz if you're somewhere that has 50 hertz mains AC. So played with it and got her in tip-top shape, and got out these old tapes that we made years and years ago when I had a Montgomery Ward Airline stereo tape recorder. And I'm going to play back a tape for you that I once made, probably about 1971, when we lived in Dallas, Texas, with my two little daughters, Lisa Ann, age 4, and Lynnie Marie, age 2. And it came out pretty good, actually. A lot of the stuff on those old tapes is almost unlistenable. But we got to go to the point with doing a little work with Audacity and a little processing on the computer where we can get most of it out of there. A lot of it is just sitting around playing the guitar like we used to do in those days, which I kind of hate to hear. I thought I was pretty good back then, but I'm finding out that that was just a myth. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get into little Lisa and little Lynn. Lisa, I was explaining the tape recorder, how the tape recorder worked to little Lisa. And little Lynn, as usual, with her hands on her hip, had to get her 2 cents worth in. So, here you have it, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think, Lisa?
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to think if you don't. What is that thing?
What's that?
Well, that's the on and off switch. We have to leave that on.
What's that?
That's another on and off switch. We have to leave that on too. Isn't it?
That's not shit. That one not shit.
Well, yeah, that's the amplifier there. Is that cute?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Boy.
I like those.
So do I. Boy, those are pretty. See the wheels going around?
See where we're going around?
Yes. What are they doing?
Going around and around.
Yes, I guess they are, aren't they? Yes.
I guess they are.
See that light? See it?
Yes.
See that pretty light?
Yes.
What's that light doing?
The light is turned on.
Yes. Oh, boy.
I like those.
So do I.
You like all of those.
Sure, so do you. Is that a 6?
It's what's that?
That's an E, isn't it? Is that right?
What's that?
That's an L. Is that right?
What's that?
It's an I.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's probably something else. What do you think?
You think that guy?
Yeah, I think that's an I too. See those wheels going around with the numbers on them? With a 1 and a 5. Isn't it?
You're the gardener.
Yeah. It is.
Is it really?
Yeah, Lenny's going to be on it pretty soon, because this is Lenny when she was 2 and Lisa when she was 4.
Okay. With the cup. I got the cup.
You got the cup? Okay.
I got a hole in his stitch when he got it. Are you supposed to tell him?
Supposed to tell him what? I'm supposed to tell him how old you were. So when you listen to that, when you're a mommy, well then you know how old you were.
When I'm a mommy, I'm my big. I'm gonna go across the street.
That's right. You might just live across the street. So why don't you tell them about watching the clowns tonight?
Okay, when they come on.
Well, you better tell them what you're going to do.
We're gonna watch the clowns.
And what are you going to watch the clowns do?
Everything.
Everything. What do you think those clowns
And
will
you're
do?
gonna dance and I think they're gonna dance and fall down.
You think they are?
Yeah. And that might be funny.
Yeah, well, why don't you tell them about the three bears?
But the cat, they're we bear.
They can't.
Dad, you could tell them now.
Well, what happened to those three bears? What did Goldilocks do to their porridge?
She took a bite of the mommy's and daddy's, but she didn't like it. But the daddy's was hot, the mommy's was cold, and she ate all the babies up.
She did. Then what'd she do?
And it was hot.
It was.
Then she went and sit on the chairs and then sit right down in the bed and the little kids, and then she broke it.
And then what did she do?
She went to do it. She went on the beds to do it. And see, then she went on the babies. You see, but the daddy's was too big. Mommy's too big too. So she went on the babies and just went to sleep.
And what happened when the three bears came home?
And one of them cried.
Did one of them cry?
The little bear cried.
Well, what was he crying
The
for?
baby went crying.
He did.
Because Goldilocks broke his chair.
She broke his chair? Well, what happened to his bean soup?
He ate it up.
He did? I thought.
Her.
Oh. And then what happened?
When Goldilocks is on there, when she's baking the stairs. I told him about the daddy. You see, the daddy came home and so somebody took a bite of mine. The mommy said the same thing. Is these are going around?
And then what did the baby say?
Somebody ate my porridge. All of it, you see. And see, then the daddy tasted his, you see. And then it was hot and the baby bear laughed.
He did. Then what did they do? Did they go in the front room?
Yep.
And what did they see in there?
They thought it was a monster, but it was a person, wasn't it?
Oh, I guess it was, yeah. it was a person. And the chair was broke and the baby bear cried and they went upstairs. And then what did they find upstairs? In the bedroom.
And I thought
No?
a monster like that.
Oh my golly. And what did the three bears do?
The monster got Goldilocks.
The monster got Goldilocks. Some days. And then she cried, didn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, now should we listen to what you said? Okay.
And
And so, there you have it, folks. What kind of a day was it? A day like all days, filled with those events that alter and illuminate our times. Only now, you were there.